Anarchy Reigns is the latest effort from Platinum Games, makers of Bayonetta, Vanquish and Mad World. It seems like Platinum can do no wrong. Every title they release is of outstanding quality, and Anarchy Reigns is no exception. While Anarchy Reigns does contain a single-player campaign, the emphasis is on multiplayer, and this is reflected in the budget price. That's not to say that the single player is bad, far from it. The single player game has a mission-based format where you run around a hub world beating up thugs, and once you rack up enough points, a mission will open up for you to progress the story. They usually take the form of a challenge mission where you try to get a high score, or story missions where there will be a boss or a set piece. They're very fun and a great way to introduce you to the controls, though they can get a little bit repetitive at times. Still, there is enough variety to keep you entertained. But where Anarchy Reigns really shines is the multiplayer. Now, the single player might be fun, but multiplayer is an absolute riot. I'm not kidding, it's insane. There's so much stuff going on, and it's so much fun. There's a really great roster of characters, really imaginative design. None of them are boring, they've all got unique personalities and unique movesets, and they're all really fun to use. And it's just so refreshing to see a game like this done in multiplayer. I mean, how many games can you think of that are like this? Multiplayer third-person brawlers. I can't even think of one. The only game I can think of that's anything like this is Power Stone. And apparently some of the people that worked on this game actually worked on Power Stone, so it's no surprise really in that respect. But yeah, it's got just the right amount of depth and just the right amount of skill, and also just the right amount of being a really fun game that you can just jump into without really knowing what you're doing, and you can still have fun. It's got that kind of feel of a Mario Party style, or Smash Brothers or Mario Kart, where you can just jump in and you know. Players who are really good at the game, that skill will come through, but it's not such a huge advantage that you can't run in and beat them up and have a bit of fun while playing. Platinum have done a really good job of bringing the third-person brawler into the multiplayer realm. There are some problems here and there with balance. It does get a bit scrappy here and there, and there's just the usual issues of having multiplayer deathmatch games of annoying guys who will just, basically you'll be fighting one guy and having a really good fight, you'll both be down to almost no health, and then some wanker will just run in and kill the both of you and take the credit. So there is that, but that is, you know, that's always been and always will be a problem with online multiplayer games. There's not really much you can do about it. Game modes I would recommend are the 2-on-2 brawls and stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend going for the 16-player brawls, at least not right away, although they are really fun and crazy. Just in pretty much any multiplayer game there are random events that can happen, and those events they're problematic. They're really fun when they do happen sometimes, but they're also problematic because it just kind of ruins people's fun a little bit when you're having a brawl and some huge monster comes out of nowhere and clobbers you. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, I've got to take care of this guy now. But it's good. It's good. Highly, highly, highly recommended for anyone that's looking for a bit of brawling action online. There's not really anywhere else you can get it. This is the only game of its kind, and hopefully in the future there'll be more games like it, and Platinum will build on this and they'll make some even better multiplayer games. But for now, Anarchy Reigns is more than good enough. It's completely unique, it's a lot of fun and well worth your time.